From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, it's a hot Monday on Wendy with all of today's super sizzling hot topics all hour long. And Ereka Vetrini gives us the inside scoop on some shocking casting news for Real Housewives of New Jersey and why Kim Kardashian is being accused of stealing. Plus, Food Network star Alex Gornishelli shares the secrets to her signature steak dinner celebrities can't get enough of. Now, here's Wendy.
With a lot of convo. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topic. I hope you had a great last weekend in winter. I did a lot around the house. It was horrible in Jersey. It was like a murder scene from a horror movie, you know, because the snow is still on the ground, but it was a little warmer up here, and then we had a lot of rain and cloudiness, and so I spent a lot of time watching TV. Thank you, TLC, my darlings, for the marathon of extreme couponing. Right? Right? I have to say, you know, I've talked to you, I tell you, food is my splurge. I don't clip coupons. I'm not looking at prices at the grocery store. It's the one splurge that I have. You know, I'm a foodie. But I find it fascinating, people who clip coupons and go to the store. Like, there was this one woman in the marathon. She had, like, over $1,200 worth of groceries. And when she finished checking out at the cash register, the store owed her $8. It's really... But people, is anybody here an extreme couponer? Any of my co-hosts? The lady up in the back. Well, I'm glad that you're here then, because our show is free, so that fits with your budget, right? I just find it fascinating. And then TLC, thank you, because right after Extreme Couponing Marathon, it was The Lottery Changed My Life. Do you watch that? I love it. I don't buy lottery tickets. I always think that people are foolish for doing it. But every time somebody hits, I'm like, damn, I need to be in on this. And the marathon that they had on was Lottery Changed My Life for the good, as opposed to for the bad. Secretly speaking, Lottery Changed My Life for the bad is better. You know, like when people win all this money and then they lose it foolishly. And then E is how I capped off my TV watching for the weekend last night. The Royals on E. 10s across the board. 10. I loved it. And here's what I loved about it. What I loved about it is, normally when you think of a king and queen of England, you think of, you know, older people, like if you hit them with a broom, dust would fall out. You know, just older and stodgy. But no, Elizabeth Hurley is the Queen of England. And this is her husband, this decorated man. And he wants the monarchy to end. And these are all their kids. And everybody's high and hopped up on something. And that's the king's brother over here at the end. And he messes around with the help. Yeah, it's like a requirement to work there. And I just absolutely love it. I will be back next week. And one last thing, E, what I love most about this royal show, the accents aren't so thick that I can't understand. Because even though I speak English and they speak English, like, I'm not really good with accents. You know, like, decipher. That's why I don't watch Downton Abbey. I watched like 15 minutes of it one time. I'm like, what are they saying? The accents were so thick. So thank you, TV. You were good to me this weekend. And Kathy Griffin, it's probably best that you just bowed out, because now you have more time to do what we love that you do, which is stand up and be dirty girl on the stage. All right, so Kathy Griffin quit Fashion Police after only 7 episodes. 7 episodes, and she's had it. If you went online this weekend, you would have seen that she had this long, letter that she wrote us, and it was actually very, very eloquent. The only problem I had with your letter, though, Kathy, is what do you mean? She said something to the effect of she's not used to being on a show like that where you have to judge people and their clothes, something like that.
And bodies and stuff.
And bodies and stuff. I'm like, Kathy, what are you talking about? That's what you do for a living. So doing it on Fashion Police should have been even easier because you were doing it from a chair. Anyway, but I have 2 theories as to why Kathy quit, personally speaking. I think that Giuliana might be a bit of a diva and very difficult to work with. There were some of the blogs, some of the very trusted ones were saying that, and then others were saying that she wasn't really. She and this guy Brad had a really weird relationship because Brad was always trying to be funny. And, when you're a funny person, I guess, when you're funny for a living, like a comedian, you don't want anybody trying to be funnier than you. And that pull-out joke or whatever, that joke that Giuliana told about Zendaya, that was actually written for Giuliana by a male comedian. So, anyway, the rumors are right now that the cast is not getting along and that Kathy was alleged to have been promised a little bit more power at the Fashion Police and she wasn't getting that. Now, what should they do with the show? Clap if you think they should just cancel the show. Interesting. I find that interesting that so many people clap because I consider, my co-host the exact people who Fashion Police caters to. Fashionable and fabulous, right? But here's what I think they should do. I'm going to give 2 more recommendations and then I'm done. Okay? All right, so now all we have left are Giuliana Rancic and Brad. All right, so we need 2 new people, and I only have 2. Number 1, my friend Lloyd Boston. There's nothing wrong with having 2 men on Fashion Police as long as they know what they're talking about fashionably speaking. Lloyd is easy on the eyes. I've known him for years. He's a really good talker, and he's funny. Lloyd can be funny if you put him in a chair, to talk about fashion. So Lloyd Boston, and then, Chloe. Yeah. Chloe, why not? I'll be honest with you. I don't know whether I shared this with you out of my head, but in my head I said when Joan passed away, I said Melissa should sit in Joan's seat. Not because Melissa is funny, but because Melissa knows fashion, because people love Melissa because they loved her mother, and I understand that she is the executive producer of the show, but I produce this show and come out and I do 2 jobs. You could do 2 jobs. Like, you could do 2 jobs. And don't take my idea now, E or Melissa. It's a little late for that. But just, put 2 new people in. And you guys, you'll be watching Fashion Police on March 30th at 9 o'clock. And when you watch, I'll be busy. Just tell me what happens. Thank you. These kids these days, they're always all up in grown people's business. You know what I mean? And not for the good, because when, we were growing up, we were up in their business too, but not in such an obvious way. Like, my son will say to my husband and I, "What? You mean Jason did what?" We're like, "Excuse me, this is not your conversation. See your way out of it." So this Teresa Giudice, good morning, Teresa. How you doing? Hey, Teresa. No, because you guys, I was reading in the Daily News just a couple of days ago here in New York, in the gossip section, one of her friends was gossiping about Teresa, and they were saying that Teresa is in jail and she doesn't have internet, and she does, oh, thank you. Oh, I can read you the quote. Teresa doesn't have internet access. She'll most likely find out about this from TV, perhaps Wendy Williams. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, inmates. How are you today? Teresa's 14-year-old daughter, Gia, is sticking up for her father. Now, you remember last week I was telling you that In Touch Weekly magazine has accused Joe of cheating with this girl right here who's exposing her breast, and he's all leaned up in her hairline. Now, he says that she wasn't cheating. He said it was a business meeting. Is that what we're calling it today? Okay, He's denying cheating, so let's just go with that. They were in Atlantic City. Just saying. Okay. This grown woman here in the middle is 14-year-old Gia. If you have 14-year-old boys, then you know this is what they're looking at. Be afraid, very afraid. Beautiful girl, but way too much, just too much. And I don't care if she's about to perform something. Look, and the exposure in the waist at the same time. Anyway, Gia's 14, and now she's chiming in on the cheatation. Now, see, this is where young people need to stay out of grown people's business. But I'm going to defend Gia right here because I know 14-year-olds can be very mean. Teresa doesn't have... Oh, wait, that's me. Wait. This is Gia. Honestly, it's hilarious how people go out of their way to make my family look bad. Hashtag nice try, people. I need a break from all this. A new beginning. Can you imagine at 14 needing a new beginning? You've only just begun, young lady. But I know why she did it. You know, there were a lot of my staffers here that were very, very mad that, that she got involved. But these are staffers that don't have children, so therefore they're always judging parenting. She's 14. You remember how that was. And you remember 14, you're a freshman in high school. You remember how mean kids could be, especially if you're halfway cute girl and your parents halfway have a couple of coins. And you know what I'm saying? And you're on, you know, one of the hottest reality shows, you know, in the country. You can see where kids probably go out of their way to be mean to her. Oh, I bet you high school is no picnic for this kid or any of the other reality kids, you know? They're the ones who, like, you take that In Touch Weekly magazine and you TP her locker with it. So when she shows up at school, she's got a face, like, I'm not a mean girl, but I have mean girl ways in my head. Like, you know how you just get under her skin every day. So, of course, when the In Touch comes out, it's accusing her dad of cheating. What do you think the other kids were doing all through the high school? You might think you're cute, but your dad is a cheat. Your mama wears combat boots, and she's in jail. Like, you know, Joe, this is all your fault. This is all your fault. You need to get Gia off social media. I understand she wanted to defend, and these kids think they're grown these days, but she doesn't need to be on Twitter because as she scrolls down, she's going to read some things that hurt her feelings beyond repair. That's it. Good morning, Teresa. And Teresa, by the way, later on, I'm going to be talking about you. Teresa, do you realize that when you get out of jail, you won't have a job? We're going to talk about your replacement. Just saying. Yeah, in the Inside Scoop. We got the Inside Scoop coming up. So, I mean, it depends on how you look at this. I say this is good news for Mariah Carey. She's going to be making music again. Yeah. A lot of people feel that Mariah doesn't need to make any more music. I mean, on one hand, I don't feel like she needs to make any more music. She's got such a body of work, and we all know the words to it. And I think that, you know, for a woman who's as fragile as she is, but, you know, she's fragile, and she's older, and she's not able to keep up musically with what these kids are, like, she's trying to battle in a Rihanna world, and it just hasn't worked for her. So why should she torture herself at 44 years old with her twins under her belt, still having some of her looks? This residency in Vegas, I think, is the perfect thing for Mariah, because you'll go, your parents will go, your kids will go. Like, Mariah is for everybody. On one hand. So, on one hand, I don't want her making any more music because I don't feel like learning any more new songs. But on the other hand, I think it's fabulous that she's making more music because it'll just take her mind off her troubles. She thinks she's doing something by going to the studio and belting out stuff. And she'll probably call in some dusty rappers to do the one-twos. I mean, you know, she's going to be grasping at straws that a lot of people won't care about, and then she'll be very upset when she sees the music sales aren't what they should be. And you know she's a little off balance. She doesn't need to be upset. She needs to be occupied, and that studio, I think, is where she needs to be. So L.A. Reid, the man who they say saved her after Glitter, and I say, no, Glitter is one of the best movies ever. Are you serious? in a cheesy kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? So after Glitter, everybody made fun of Mariah, and L.A. Reid came along and saved the day. Well, now he's come along and saved the day again, and he has signed Mariah to his L.A. Reid Records. The deal, though, the deal is like a fraction of what she is used to signing for, but music doesn't sell the way it did. It's a sign at the time. You don't buy music the way you did. The deals aren't offered the way they did. Oh, Mariah, listen, I'm telling you, other than being in the studio, you need to go out on a couple of dates and you need to be photographed out there because otherwise, I mean, so far in this divorce bounce back game, Nick is still winning. Like, Nick is out doing the most, having the time of his life. And now he's gone to the extreme. And now he's gone to the extreme to get Mariah off his back. His new tattoo is complete. Let's analyze. Now, first of all, it's just so horrible looking. But then that's me judging. I'm an old lady and I hate tattoos. But look, so he got this tattoo. We got this picture. Thank you, TMZ. Thank you, Harvey. I took this off a Buick outside. I'll put it back on. It's an antenna. Look, Nick, I still see the M. Do you see the outline? Like, you did all this. I still see the outline of the M. Do you see it? Squint. Okay, we show side by side so they can see what the M looks like originally? Yeah. Okay, now show a close-up again of Nick. Do you see the M? Yes. Now, if you squint even harder, do you see the H? Yes. Do you see a mess? Mariah, good luck with your residency. Good luck with that studio work. And good luck with moving on with your life. You all believe every relationship that you see in magazines. Now, I know I do a lot of talking here in the purple chair, but I always tell you, squint and listen closer. I always tell you if I don't believe the relationship, if I only believe somebody's hooking up, or if I only believe it's going to last for 5 seconds, I will tell you. For instance, Lupita and Common. Oh, the Twitterverse is on fire. They think that Lupita, the actress, is actually dating Common, the rapper. Well, excuse me, but they did go see an off-Broadway play, and they went out for dinner, and in my mind, I bet you they hooked up. In my mind. But when you're a grown person and you hook up with somebody, doesn't mean everybody's falling in love. Sometimes it just means 2 Oscar winners want to have a good time. And remember, just last week I was telling you that he was seen out with his mom and his old girlfriend, his mom and his old girlfriend, Serena Williams. In my mind, I secretly hope they get back together. I do. But Common has a type, and I like Common. Shout out to everybody in Chicago. You know, Common is one of those decent men. Like, he won't call you a B when he gets mad at you. I mean, I've never been in a fight with him. I don't know what he does in his house. But in my mind, he won't call you the B word. He always opens the door for you. He calls you, you know, you're my star, or dog. You know, he has, like, cute names for you. And he pampers, he rub your feet. You know? Like, and he has a type. And like, he likes an earthy girl, in my mind, that doesn't use deodorant. Or shave her legs. Or do much to her hair. Unless she's on the red carpet. Now, there's nothing, or wear makeup. There's nothing wrong with an earthy girl. A lot of men have the type. Common from, who are his girlfriends? The crazy one? Well, Badu. Ereka Badu. That was several ticks. Who else? Serena. Serena's got like a little earthy vibe to her, you know what I mean? And by the way, the shaving and the deodorant thing, that's not a jab. That's just a personal choice a lot of people have. They use that black soap. Oh, you don't know about the blacks. On another show, I'll explain. Anyway, so congratulations, Common. You know, girls really like him, but I do think that Common is secretly the player of life. Because that behavior that he puts out there is like the worm on the hook. The worm on the hook. He kills you with niceness and kindness and being a man's man, and then slays you when the door closes. You know, Mama June, I almost forgot you were around. You know, because we haven't talked about Mama June in so long. Excuse you. Now, that's a big woman. But you've never sat next to her on a couch. I have. Mama June is a very attractive woman. All right, only real adults can understand this, okay? Because everybody looks at all the fat and all of a sudden everybody's judging. But come on, you all. Her eyes are like the color of Cameron Diaz's eyes. I mean, right now they're being enclosed by rolliness, but... Mama June's eyes are really, really beautiful. Right, Suzanne? No. Grow up. Grow up.
I didn't notice when she was here, but I wasn't, like, right.
Well, I
was like 10 feet away. I didn't see anything.
Well, you have to be right up on her to see the beauty. And now here's the problem. That Honey Boo Boo show is dead in the water. You know, they fired him from that. So I don't know what she's going to do. Her daughter, Honey Boo Boo, is getting older, a little too old. She's getting a little too old to be that cute little girl that we knew before. So Mama June's got to do, I guess, something for a few dollars. So she has plans on joining The Biggest Loser. And, right? It's a great idea. And she wants to drop 100 pounds. And when she drops that 100 pounds, you watch. You're going to eat your words. She's a pretty woman. She's only like 33 or 34 years old. She's lived her whole life like this. So she's young enough. She's already divorced from Sugar Bear. So why shouldn't she have... Look. She's divorced from Sugar Bear. She's a young woman. Why shouldn't she have the opportunity to go on and make a life for herself 100 pounds lighter? And why should she have to pay for it if she can do it on TV? I think The Biggest Loser needs to have not just Mama June, but they need to call up Rob Kardashian, because that would be a reason to watch. Biggest Loser, like, I love your show. But, and I love The Biggest Loser. But I loved it because Jillian, you know, made me love it. But she's not there anymore. So, you know, people need reasons to be excited about the new season of Biggest Loser. And I think that Rob and Mama June would be perfect. Good luck, Biggest Loser. So, I'm very excited to tell you that we're partnering up with Avon 39, the Walk to End Breast Cancer. This is a very big deal. This walk is 39 miles over 2 days. You know about this walk. You're no stranger. But listen, if you challenge yourself to do any event this year, this should be the one. Each walker commits to fundraising $1,800. And the money goes, of course, to support breast cancer programs across the country. Yeah. Now, the walks are happening in 7 cities across our country, and I will be representing the Wendy show here in New York City for the walk. And I'm very proud to shout out to our first registered Wendy watchers in the audience today. Welcome. Welcome. Listen, if you'd like to walk in your city, go to the link below and register and get a special discount on your registration. I'll see you out there as we walk. More great show for you, everybody. Food Network star and the executive chef at Celebrity Hotspot Butter, Alex Bornashelli. Alex Bornashelli is here. And she's going to show us how to make a delicious steak dish. But up next, we're getting the inside scoop on the surprising person who's gonna be replacing Teresa in Jersey. Sorry, Teresa. Also, inside scoop on why Kim Kardashian is being accused of being a thief. Don't go far! All new. Things get poppin' in Hot Topics. I'm feeling feisty. Empire is one of TV's hottest shows, and we have its #1 bad boy, Brashear Y. Gray. The music, Naomi, Cookie. This is gonna be good.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Wow, we Thanks for being here still. It's time for the Inside Scoop. Here with some juicy celebrity stories is our friend, Ereka Vetrini. Ereka! Okay.
Yes.
Now, you know Teresa's watching. Let's talk about her.
Yes, Teresa. While you're in jail, Teresa, unfortunately, you're being replaced by the very controversial Tracy Lynn Johnson, Tiki Barber's current wife.
Who used to be his intern. Remember, he cheated with the intern while his wife
We'll save that. We'll save that. Let's tell him the background story first.
Okay.
All right, so listen, so what was supposed to happen was Bravo was going to shelve the show in order to sort of wait for Teresa to get out in about early next year, okay?
Right.
And basically what happened was they had to keep their options open because they're not sure what Teresa's mindset's going to be when she gets out of jail. Also, if you remember correctly, last season wasn't as full of the drama that we are so used to from New York, Real Housewives of New Jersey. And lastly, we hear from sources that the show is trying to revamp, Bravo is trying to revamp the show entirely, trying to make it more glamorous, bringing in well-known characters like they have on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Well, there's no well-known people in Jersey.
Well, here comes Tracy Lynn Johnson. This is why she's such a great
But people
fit.
don't know her, they know her husband. But it's a reason to watch.
True.
Okay, so look.
Okay.
So he cheated with Tracy. She was an intern over at the TV station.
Yeah.
He ended up losing his job over this. His wife is laying home on her back, 8 months pregnant.
With twins.
With twins. What a pig. And I love Tiki Barber, but that was a real pig move there.
By the way, she was 23.
She was 23 and the intern. And everybody around the TV station was buzzing about it.
Was buzzing about the Today Show, by the way.
Yeah.
The Today Show. Yeah, so that was the story behind Tracy Lynn Johnson. We think sources say that the negotiations are going very, very well, that she has this over-the-top personality, and that she's clearly going to bring the drama that the show clearly needs.
My mouth is watering.
Me too.
That is a reason to watch though, Bravo.
It's not confirmed that Tiki Barber is going to actually make an appearance on the show.
I wouldn't think that he would.
Yeah?
Why would he be there? I don't like when men stink up the housewives. No, Tiki.
I love it, I love it, I love
Yeah.
it. Okay, so you ready for the next story?
Not really.
Not
Go
really.
ahead.
Miley Cyrus and Patrick Schwarzenegger, after just being dating for about 5 months.
Talk to
Oh,
them.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I
Let's
don't
talk to you.
care.
Okay. After dating for just 5 months, they're talking about walking down the aisle. 5 months, yes. Okay, so both of them are really very much in love with each other. It's getting pretty intense, and we hear from multiple sources that Miley and Patrick do talk marriage often.
Hello? Anybody old enough knows the first 5 months of any relationship, the sex is crazy.
Whoa.
You talk marriage. You match his name to your name.
Hell yeah.
I mean, they're just being kids.
Well, okay.
Go ahead.
They have another hiccup besides the 5-month thing. Maria Shriver. I know you know well that Maria, Patrick's mother, is not really into their relationship, as, you know, any mother wouldn't be.
Exactly.
But, however, Miley's really going out of her way to sort of win Maria over.
What's she doing?
She's dressing more conservatively. You can see it here in the red dress, but I want to show you. Yes, so this is a little black dress that she wore. This is very conservative for Miley. We know that. She wore that to dinner. A very intimate dinner with Maria and Miley and Patrick at the Palm Restaurant in Beverly Hills. The sources say that Maria is coming around and really does appreciate
what else do you have?
Miley.
What else do you have? No, honestly, it's not because I don't respect young love, but we all have been there in our early 20s and know what 5 months is like. So, come on, let's talk about Kim stealing.
Please. Okay, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, so Kim Kardashian has stolen another woman's style. Yes. No, it's true. So her name is Elena Carlusha, okay? And she claims that Kim Kardashian is taking her look.
We have evidence.
We have evidence. She's a Serbian pop star. She's been doing this for about 20 years. She's like the Lady Gaga of Serbia, basically. And she's hit Instagram. You got to see these pictures. She's posting pictures of herself in outfits she wore a while ago. And
direct bite.
Right next to Kim Kardashian's outfit she's wearing right now. It's really funny, and I want to choose this one. In this one, she says on Instagram, "Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?" And she says that she's not inside. She takes it as a compliment, but she goes even further. She says she accuses Kim's stylists of going to her Instagram photo and actually getting inspiration for her
You know
looks.
what? I think that Kim also goes to this girls and gets inspiration. I think that Kim is so obsessed and narcissistic that, yeah, she goes through and sees who she wants to look like, and then she picks somebody on the other side of the world thinking that we over here won't get onto it.
Oh my gosh,
but we're on it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Kim, you are not an original. You are a style stealer. And you've been busted.
Yeah, and actually, I was just doing a little investigating. It looks as if Kim has just recently liked that photo.
Oh, interesting.
Liked it.
Ereka, I love when you come by.
Yeah, thank
Your hair
you.
looks really cute.
Thank you.
Ereka Vetrini, everybody. Hot Topic Sound Off is next. Okay, here's why I don't like it. Everybody, what I love about Mondays is it's all hot topics all hour long. And this is time for a Hot Topic Sound Off. It's where my co-hosts get to share their opinions on today's hot topics. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name's Brianna. How you
Hi,
doing?
Brianna.
I just want to sound off on Gia. I don't think she should be getting involved in her parents' marriage, being she's only 14 years old. She should be, you know, worrying about school, her group that she's in, and, you know, hanging out, having fun. The tweet about her father allegedly cheating, I think, is definitely just a cry out for help. I don't think it's anything personal.
Well, thanks for coming with an opinion,
Of course,
Brianna.
thank you.
All right, next comment. Who's next? I love your dress, by the way.
Yeah.
Come out so people can stare at you while you give your opinion. All right, who are we sounding off about?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Carlin. How you doing?
Hi, Carlin. How you doing?
Good. I'm sounding off on Lupita and Common. I agree with you. I agree that they were probably just hanging out, just hooking up, probably. But I think that they would be a cute couple if they actually got together. And if they were to get together, he would have to let Serena go because he can't be taking pictures with her and people are seeing that.
Yes.
But if they were to actually get together, I think that Lupita could really give him some great acting lessons.
Okay. That was a dig. Have a seat. Thank you. We have time for one more comment. Hi, come out. Come out. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hi, Wendy. I'm Raven. How you doing?
Hi, Raven.
I want to sound off on Miss Mariah Carey.
Okay.
I loved her in the 90s.
Be
She
careful.
did her thing.
She's fragile.
Hi. I love you, Mariah.
Okay.
But and L.A. Reid, he brought her back. Glitter was my movie. I agree with you. I watch Glitter back and forth. But she don't need to be doing music. She should follow up with her kids.
Why
be a
shouldn't
mother.
she do music?
Because she can't hit those. You know, she can't do it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
not more. And like you said, it's a Rihanna world, and Rihanna, she do her thing, but Mariah, she don't got the look no more.
Mariah, bless her heart. Up next, everybody, we're cooking a delicious steak dinner with the Food Network star Alex Guarnaschelli. Don't go far. On an all-new Wendy, they're two of our favorites, and they're finally here together. Niecy Nash and Cedric the Entertainer. It's gonna be #hilarious.
Somebody put out a Twitter alert or something.
Wednesday on an all-new Wendy.
Our next guest has cooked for celebrities like Rihanna, Taylor Swift, and Kanye West. And today, she's cooking for us. She's going to show us how to make a delicious meal from her New York City restaurant, Butter, where all the celebrities go. She also is one of the stars on the Food Network. Her show is All-Star Academy. Please welcome to our show, Alexandra Marie Guarnaschelli.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Nice to see you
I
also.
have never had anybody go for my full name like that.
Well, I haven't seen you in years, so it's nice to have you back.
Well, thank you.
Now, tell us about the new show.
Oh, it's really fun. It's me, Michael Simon, Curtis Stone, Bobby Flay, and Ted Allen. Noticing we're a little lean on the ladies, you know what I mean? And we are teaching some really good home cooks how to be even better home cooks, and it's very competitive, and it's messy, and we fight, and we bicker, and people don't listen. One of my mentees does not listen to me. I'm like, hi, how are you? Cooking like 2 decades plus? He's like, yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Let's get started. Now, who's here? Fred Flintstone? This is like a Brontosaurus steak.
I didn't want you to think that, you know, we went cheap on you. So I'm just sizzling away here in a cast iron skillet with a 2-pound tomahawk ribeye steak, which is just all kinds of wrong. Can you smell that? I mean,
yeah. When I came in this morning, I smelled the food. Wait, let's start and we'll do stories between.
Okay, so I have here the compound butter that goes on top of the steak, parsley, lemon zest, peppercorns, salt, pepper, mustard, and we mix that all together. You roll it in a little log.
Now, if you miss anything, you can go to wendyshow.com as usual. So I'm telling you, so I get here early this morning, right?
Right.
And I smell all the deliciousness here.
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh, what's Rachel making today? Because Rachel Ray is in our building too.
Uh-oh.
And so she's always cooking. And they said, no, remember Alex is coming today. I was like, great, that's us.
Let's just say it was Rachel.
Yeah.
Well, that must have been a really good feeling.
Yeah.
So here you have the steak, which is just cooked, and then you just literally, when this is done, right, so you just keep flipping this back and forth. I do it with my hands.
How long does it take to get to the middle, or is it always going to be red in the middle like this?
No, it cooks and cooks and cooks. This nice and easy in a cast iron skillet, and then when you're done, you just smear this butter all over it to stop it. It's so good.
It is so good, so wrong. So what do I do with this?
So that you just eat happily. And I love it. She's like, how do we get to the eating part of this?
I love a little red inside my meat, you know, so this is perfect for me.
Yeah, I like it too.
Nice seasoning.
And you can see here that the butter kind of melts on top of the steak, and it's really, it just has all these wonderful flavors. This is donuts. Right in front of you, we just get this wonderful donut batter. You just mix in here. This is butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla. You proof a little yeast, mix it all together. That's the beignet or donut, and look, you just cut them out with a little cutter. They're so cute.
Is this how you fill it?
Yes. Look at you. You're a do-it-yourselfer.
No, you know what? Little donuts like this, these are actually very, very fun to make. You fill it like this, everybody, and then you...
Yeah, and then you just dunk it in the... Do a drive-by in the sugar.
You do a drive-by in the sugar, and then ready.
Look at that.
All right, so I know that you're the celebrity chef at the restaurant Butter.
Yeah, I am.
I call you celebrity chef because a lot of celebrities eat there. You have any good stories?
Oh, my God. Well, we've had a number of celebrities that really leave big tips, which are the ones that I really like, because the busboy goes from, you know, just a regular night to total pimp mode. All of a sudden, the busboy is, like, buying everybody drinks after work, and I'm like, oh, did someone come in and drop a $3,000 tip? Yeah, we've had a lot of celebrities. Jim Carrey always leaves a big tip.
Yeah.
A lot of them are really big tips. For some of them aren't, but we'll get to that the next time you invite me back on your show.
That is a bet.
You like that?
For more information on all these delicious recipes, go to wendyshow.com. Alex, nice to see you again.
Oh, you too.
And also, make sure you watch our show, All-Star Academy, Sunday nights at 9 on the Food Network. Ask Wendy is next. There's so much more of The Wendy Show at wendyshow.com. Watch must-see moments, catch my after show, and enter for your chance to win some amazing free stuff. Check out wendyshow.com today. Okay. Welcome back. It is time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Tanya. How you doing?
Hi, Tanya. How can I help?
So I recently just hooked up 2 of my friends. I thought they would really hit it off. Okay. After about a couple months, they broke up. And I really don't like the way she treated him. So now, as a person, I'm kind of looking at her sideways like, really? My question is, do I have a reason to be upset, or should I just let it go?
You have a reason to be upset, but you should let it go. Because girlfriends act different with girlfriends than they do once there's a boyfriend. And try to stay out of this and let them, how'd she treat him?
Oh, she was cussing him out. He would bend over backwards, and she would just not say thank you.
Yeah,
I mean...
Yeah. Judge, but don't judge out loud.
Judge her.
Okay, very well. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. My name is Allison. How you doing?
Hi, Allison.
I got married in August, and when we first got engaged, we were... Thank you. When we first got engaged, we were really excited. We planned a wedding for 150 people. We had a bridal party, and it just got too expensive, so we canceled it. We actually ended up getting married with only 20 of our really close family. So that put us in a little bit of a weird situation because all of our extended family bridal party and friends got really upset. So now I'm on the B list. I'm not getting invited to events. People aren't accepting my invitation.
Yeah, but you have a husband now, so you can make all right, here's the thing. Your question to me is,
what should I do? Was I wrong?
No, you weren't wrong, because you canceled for financial reasons, which to me is always important. Nobody wants to go in a hole financially because of a wedding. Your friends need to grow up and understand. You invited your closest family. Did anybody spend money that they were out, like the bridesmaids? Did they buy their dresses?
No, I bought their dresses, so no. Yeah.
Okay. They are wrong, you're right, and you need to have this conversation with get the girls together and have the conversation. Just be transparent, okay? Good luck, Allison, and congratulations again. You have time for one more quick one. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? Hi, I'm Kelly.
Hi,
How
Kelly.
you doing? I have a coworker who's relatively new to the office. It's a professional work environment, very, professional. She's coming very casual, leggings, Uggs. I really like her. She's great at her job. I want to say something, but I don't want to offend her. So should I say something to set her up for success?
Is she younger than you?
She is.
One of these girls just starting out doesn't really know how to put it together?
She's slightly younger than me.
Okay, old enough to know better.
Yes.
I think that you should talk to her.
Okay.
And I think it should be private.
Okay.
And not in the work environment. Like maybe one day she's the girl that you go for lunch with.
Okay.
And you're speaking to me very nicely, Kelly, so I know I know that you have it in you.
Yes.
As women, we have to take care of each other.
Absolutely.
To a certain extent.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Pop quiz is next. Don't go away. Time for Pop Quiz, where I test our audience knowledge on today's hot topics. Were you paying attention?
Absolutely.
Your mind said yes, but your head said no. Who are you? Where are you from? And do you work?
Yes, I do. I'm Tasha. I'm from New Jersey, and I work for TSA.
TSA, perfect.
Yes.
Tasha, here's your pop quiz question. Don't help her. Okay. How many episodes of Fashion Police did Kathy Griffin appear on? 2, 5, or 7?
I think 7.
Yes! Okay. Here's your final question, and then we have a nice prize for you.
Okay.
Which rapper is Lupita Nyong'o reportedly hooking up with? Drake, Trey Songz, or Common?
I think I heard you say Common.
Yes! Congratulations! We're going to give you 2 years free Netflix. Here you go. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Nice. I want to thank my guest and my co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow from the hit show Empire, Bashir Yazgray stops by. You know, he plays Akeem, and of course, who's got the best hot topics? I love you for watching today. See you next time on Wendy. Bye.